hateable black. Fuck around and put motherfuckers' heads in the bag like I was slack. Cause these stupid motherfuckers really don't get the message. This the best little wrestling podcast in Texas. Motherfuckers.
Check them off like a wish list.
Welcome to the best little wrestling podcast in Texas. And this is our September 6th edition of Raw Thoughts. And if y'all watch Raw, I'm sorry. Shit was terrible. Just terrible. The whole thing was goddamn terrible.
This is not the answer to All Out that
outside. Who I don't fucking care. Rebuttal or not, because we all heard today that there was an emergency creative team meeting after on the heels of fucking AEW All Out. But so Vinnie Mac wasn't even there tonight. It was Bruce Pritchard running the show. Right?
Yeah.
So take that for what it is. But ultimately, this entire episode was garbage. And there's nothing that you can tell me otherwise. Like, it started out and they announced the tag team turmoil thing. So that it's 7 teams in a round robin tournament style. They stay in the ring and the next team comes, right? And the New Day and
Viking Raiders
kicked it off, right?
Yep.
So I had the Viking Raiders pegged to win this. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. And I was also kind of thinking the New Day, just because the new ring gear and shit. I was like, seems like they might get behind him. So the New Day beats the Viking Raiders. And then they beat the next team, which was
Jinder Mahal and Veer.
Oh yeah, so Jinder Mahal and Veer. They beat.
Before we get into that, they beat the Viking Raiders and still made the Viking Raiders look good though.
That was really good. That was the best part of this entire thing.
Yeah.
Was their match. Like the Viking Raiders and the New Day, the shit that they did, they had a great. And the Viking Raiders barely lost. Like the New Day pulled, like it was, they barely pulled it off.
And
so yeah,
that was the only people they put over this entire thing.
And they sold that match through into the next match. So I really thought that was cool too. Right? So I wasn't really like, at this point I'm cool. Right? Like this tag team tournament thing. This is dope. They beat the Viking Raiders. Okay, cool. All right. Even if we get the New Day and RK Bro, like, I'm fucking cool with it. I know Jinder Mahal and Veer ain't doing this. Right? So they beat Jinder Mahal and Veer. And then it's Lucha House Party, I think, was next. So Lucha House Party came out.
That was quick.
And that was really fast. They beat them pretty handedly. And then who was the fourth team to come out? Oh, Mason T-Bar.
Right. And Mason T-Bar put a hurting on him for a long while.
Mason T-Bar dominated most of that match. And then when New Day did win,
was it a surprise roll-up? I'm pretty sure.
Most devastating move in sports entertainment history. But yeah.
Yep. Isolated Woods the entire match. And then Woods got the surprise roll-up at the end, which set them off.
Right. So they beat the shit out of the New Day after the match.
Well, Mustafa Ali and Mansoor came out.
Yeah, because they were the next ones. Yeah.
Then attacked New Day again, and all hell broke loose.
Yeah. So then they come out, and they announce that the tag team turmoil thing is going to be put on hold until the end of the show. Mm-hmm. And they're adding Lashley and MVP into the fucking mix.
Because he got into with RK Bro at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he was going to go back there and pull some strings.
Yeah. So they added Lashley and MVP to the mix, which makes no fucking sense at all. And at this point, we've pretty much gotten all the good matches that we were going to get. Every bit of good wrestling that we were going to. So, like, Drew and Sheamus was a fucking hoss fight.
But I mean, how many times have we already seen this?
Right. I really was shocked that Sheamus picked up the win.
I mean, what? We just get to see a rematch between Sheamus and Priest now.
Yes.
Same regurgitated stuff, man.
Yeah, it's a fucking rematch. Yeah. No matter what came out of that. Like, I don't understand, like, all this shit that y'all put behind Drew McIntyre. And now y'all don't want to fucking...
He got you through
For the
some
U-
hard times, and now what you do to him?
And now y'all just be... Whatever, man. Like, the whole U.S. title scene to me, that shit bothers me. I don't fucking care anymore. They've made me not care at fucking all.
Agreed.
Because, man, like... I would much rather see Drew and Damian Priest. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, I'd much rather see that match, I think. Honestly, I don't really want to see Sheamus and Damian Priest again. It's not even a feud at this point. Nobody's feuding with it. It's not even a thing anymore. Like, there's no... I don't know. And what I don't get is he won the fucking triple threat last week. So now the two dudes that he beat get to have a number one contenders match for a title shot that he just beat. He just beat them.
Yep.
Why the fuck? To the back of the line, motherfucker. Back of the line.
Well, who else they gotta have that goes up?
Bro, I still have not looked at the Raw roster because I'm fucking terrified. Because I don't want to be... I was already mad. Like, I'm just so disgusted with everything that they're doing right now. It doesn't make any fucking sense. None of it. None of it.
Well,
It's bad.
So Priest and
and
Sheamus
then-
and Extreme Rules.
Yeah. So yeah, we get that match at Extreme Rules. Yippity fucking dude all day. And then we had, was it the Nikki Ash and
The
Rhea Ripley match?
new tag team Super Brutality.
Super Brutality.
Well, the only thing I got positive to say about this is that Nikki Ash was wearing that Daff armband.
Yeah.
So much
Nice.
much respect.
Yeah, that's a nice little touch.
Other than that, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see them ruin Rhea Ripley and throw her. It's RK Bro, honestly. They're just doing RK Bro in the women's division.
It's a mix of RK Bro and Io Shirai and Zoe Starks. Is what it is.
Okay.
That whole like reluctant tag team partners. That's kind of the shit that they're doing now.
Well, you got one reluctant tag team partner, and then the other one is a happy-go-lucky, says crazy stuff. So who am I talking about?
Yeah, RK Bro, but I mean, also it's very similar to Io Shirai and Zoe Starks.
See, I haven't watched any of that on NXT.
On NXT.
Yeah. So
it's pretty good. There was a little bit of stuff about it last week, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why they're doing this, but yeah, we got Nikki AHS and Rhea Ripley versus Natalya and Tamina for the women's title.
And who won that?
Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley. So
they're the
new women's tag team title holders for Raw.
I'm glad I went to the store for that.
Yeah, you had posted that, oh, I get to go to the store, and so I thought to myself, this son of a bitch is going to make me watch this.
Yeah. I wasn't going to do it.
Oh, man.
Man, whenever they were cutting the backstage segment and shit, Nikki was like, just say it, just say it.
Yeah.
All that, I was like, man, I'm out. I got to go get cigarettes. They queued her music up, and I was like, fuck yeah, the time is now. I got to go. And like, I took my phone with me and shit, so I kind of kept track just through Twitter updates and shit about what was going on. And I seen somebody say some shit about Super Brutality, and I was like, these motherfuckers. God damn it, man. How do y'all continue to ruin people? Just ruin people. Oh, hey, let's talk about ruining somebody. They put Karrion Kross on Moist TV tonight.
Oh, man. Who do you think they ruined more? John Morrison or Karrion Kross?
Both of them.
Equally.
Both of
Dude,
them.
I felt so bad for John Morrison out of all this. Like Karrion Kross, we've been seeing getting buried, right? But now, I was excited to see the John Morrison versus Miz thing. I'm excited to see John Morrison get some push, and then to have him buried by Karrion Kross, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah. John Morrison deserves better.
Absolutely.
Karrion Kross deserves better. And all the little teasers. I'll do all of them. Shut up. In a couple years, maybe. And they're not gonna let fans get behind. Bro, I can't wait till just everybody leaves this fucking company. I fucking can't wait. Like, it's just so goddamn... It's disheartening, dude. Like, like what I said earlier, dude, there could not have been a more disheartening episode of Raw to watch. After the weekend that fuck AEW All Out, like that.
The wrestling in whole this weekend.
As a whole, dude, the fucking weekend that GCW and Black Label Pro and fucking, bruh, wrestling was amazing this last weekend. I could sit here and talk for hours about how great the fucking wrestling was all weekend. And then they do this to us on a Monday night. It's fucking terrible. And as a fan of wrestling, dude, I started watching wrestling in 1987, 88, 87. Right. And so, like, all I knew was WWE F for a long time until the 90s. I wouldn't fucking be here without the WWF and E shit. I wouldn't give a fuck about wrestling at all without all that shit. And to sit here and watch what it's become is just so fucking disheartening, man. Because they were the forerunner. They set the bar for so many years for what quality wrestling should look like. And then somewhere along the way it's gotten all twisted. And it's not wrestling anymore. And now, dude, just everything that's been happening everywhere else outside of WWE feels like the old school. Like, if it's got that fucking territory energy to it. It's got that frenzy. It's got that energy, bruh. And that's... Did you see that crowd tonight?
Yeah. It was non-existent.
Dude, they didn't... It was piped-in crowd noises all night long because that crowd wasn't doing a fucking thing. Zero noise. They didn't pop for shit.
I mean, occasionally I saw a couple fans clapping and screaming, but not once did I see all of them stand up out of their seats.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it was not a... Man. So Karrion Kross squashed fucking John Morrison.
Put him to sleep.
Yeah, he's doing the cross jacket now, which I like the setup for it and stuff, and I think it's cool. Like, he asked Taz's permission to do it and shit. Taz was like, "Fuck yeah." Taz didn't know he was gonna go on to be misbooked terribly.
Right.
Oh man. Oh dude, it's eerily similar to how they did Taz. Eerily similar. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. What happened after? It's also fucking frustrating.
Nia Jax and Charlotte.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So Charlotte gets the win. And yeah. Charlotte gets the win, and then Alexa Bliss comes out and says she wants a title shot.
Well, Charlotte got the win by a Shayna Baszler distraction, for one. So, when are they finally going to break them two up? I don't know. How long are we going to keep dragging this
Extreme
out?
Rules. We'll get the Shayna Baszler Nia Jax Nia Jax match at Extreme Rules. Probably. More than likely. What is that, 2 weeks away? Not this Sunday, next Sunday,
Don't give me the line.
I think. I want to say. I don't know. But yeah, so they're teasing the whole Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler thing still infinitely. There's going to have to be some kind of payoff for that eventually. Sooner or later. Hopefully sooner rather than later. And then
It is
what
in 20 days.
And then so we got almost 3 weeks. Okay, sweet. So they got plenty. They got plenty of time to tease the breakup until then, and book the match.
Like they haven't been doing it for 3 months.
So we've got 2 more Raws of them teasing them splitting up, and then they'll book the match right before Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. They should put him in a fucking no DQ match. Boom. Put him in a fucking street fight. Let Nia Jax go. Fucking Emil J, the ring announcer from GCW, tweeted the other day. He was like, "The whole point of wrestling is to make people
I saw.
believe that it's real." So, in my book, Nia Jax is the best wrestler in the world. I was like, God damn, bro. I laughed about that shit for like 25, 30 minutes. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That shit had me rolling. But, yeah, so then after that, Alexa Bliss comes out, talks a bunch of shit, says she wants a title match.
She doesn't come out and talk a bunch of shit. There's a video package that plays talking a bunch of shit. And horrible production on their part, or probably more Charlotte's part with bad timing. It didn't line up. Charlotte talking back, and then Alexa Bliss talking. It didn't line up, so it was bad. And then they did the lights out. Alexa Bliss appears in the ring, says nothing. Charlotte does all the talking. What do you
Charlotte
want?
She points at the belt. She's
Points
like,
at
"Oh, you want a title shot?"
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Don't care, man. It's all inevitably leading up to Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch at Survivor Series. So, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
Then a dewdrops, or no, and then we got 24/7 highlights, and I guess they ran out of things they filmed at that park that one day, so they had to do something live in the ring. So we got a little highlight reel of the past couple weeks of the 24/7 spots.
Shenanigans.
Of course, they ended it with the fat man in the red suspenders.
Yeah.
The very last thing you see in the vignette.
So, how do you, Barry? Did you see some of them wrestlers out there? Hold on now. How do you bury half your roster in one fell swoop? Parkour.
Hold on. Why? Here's my question. Why am I seeing Sheamus going after the belt with Priest and watching Jeff fucking Hardy go after the 24/7 title?
Not just Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy was out there. Drew Gulak was out there. I'm pretty sure Shelton Benjamin was out there. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got Shelton Benjamin out there in the 24/7 fucking group. How dare y'all? How fucking dare y'all? That is Shelton motherfucking Benjamin. Y'all better put some fucking respect on his goddamn name. Y'all know why y'all can't get this whole Lashley MVP shit over? Because y'all broke up the Hurt Business. Stupid. Fucking stupid. You know how fire the tag team division would be if the Hurt Business was still around? As a unit, like that faction. Dude, that was one of the dopest factions that was one of the best things that they had going.
Dude,
and they just broke that shit up. Like,
imagine if the Hurt Business was still around and they had all the gold.
Dude, I'm saying, bro. They fucked that up. And now they got my boy. Now they got my boy Shelty Benjamin's fucking out here just fucking. Man. It's sad, man. And I don't even know where the fuck Cedric Alexander is. Probably on fucking Main Event or something. He tweeted that he was jealous of Swole.
I saw that.
So they probably are like, "You're off fucking TV for a month, motherfucker. How dare you?"
such a shame.
Ha! Mother, he's on goddamn main event. Ricochet defeated Cedric Alexander on main event, and Doudrop defeated Dana Brooke. And Doudrop defeated Dana Brooke. So so they're having women's matches on main event.
Nice.
Well, they've cut almost everybody, so they don't have that many people.
I think I feel this airtime song. Well, I mean, speaking of Doudrop, there was that Doudrop spot, that interview right after that 24/7 spot. Oh well, hey, Drake Maverick's back. So.
Who's back?
Drake Maverick.
Oh yeah, Drake Maverick. He came out at the end of the 24/7 thing, and did nothing.
Just stood there, argued with R-Truth for a second. Well, he didn't argue. He just got yelled at.
He didn't say shit. Didn't do nothing. Just came out there and stood there with a scowl on his face. And then when everybody walked off and the camera hit the close up, he gave him a little smirk. And that was how that whole 24/7 segment came to an end. Was that shit? Which I'm glad to see Drake Maverick back. I've enjoyed Drake Maverick thoroughly since, I don't know, he was in NXT fucking a while ago, before they called him up the first time with Ackerman Razor. Yeah, Ackerman Razor. Yeah, before they made him their manager and shit. I really liked him. And then I went back and saw some of his Rockstar Spud shit, and dude's fucking good. He's a really good wrestler. So it's always nice to see that they're bringing some people back to TV.
Well, he was just on NXT last week.
And I'm pretty sure I want to say that they have him in some kind of producing role now between NXT and WWE, or some kind of agent. He might be a backstage agent. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think he's in some kind of fucking managerial type of role backstage. I want to say I read that somewhere. I could be wrong though. I would. He's really good. Dude's been around for a long time, seen a lot of shit. Been in a lot of dope matches. I'd have him doing all kinds of dope shit. But and then the Doudrop thing, where she says she's gonna beat Eva Marie next week on Raw.
Isn't that how she dressed as Piper Niven?
Yeah.
So she just went back to dressing like Piper Niven, but cut the name?
Bro, I can't sit here and even try to explain that shit. There's no sense to it. Why she stuck with... Eva Marie named you that. Why are you gonna start calling yourself Piper Niven after you kill Eva Marie? Because that'd be cool. I mean, I like Piper Niven a lot.
Yeah.
I'd like to see her username. So
agreed. Well, we got back into the whole tag team turmoil tournament.
And here's where it gets real fucking shitty. So the Mustafa Ali Mansoor match was pretty legit. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. And they came out and they were still selling the injuries from Mason T-Bar earlier. So that kind of played into the match a little bit. They were putting Mustafa Ali and Mansoor over pretty well. They were hitting some really good offense through that whole match. I thought it was the best part of the second half of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because it just gets fucking shittier from here. Because so Mustafa Ali and Mansoor were team 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then the next team was AJ and Omos, right?
Yep.
Okay. We've had, at this point, the New Day beat 5 teams over half of your show. Half of your show has been the New Day decimating your tag team division. And then AJ Styles and Omos beat them. Which leads to AJ Styles and Omos going against Lashley and MVP,
Yep.
which leads to Lashley and MVP fucking winning this motherfucking thing. What kind of audible bullshit?
So we went from having 6 people tied up between 4 titles to having 4 people tied up between 3.
Dude. Dude, what the fuck, man? Like, why are we even... Why is Randy Orton going for the Universal title? Or going for the WWE Championship? Why? Why is Lashley going for the Tag Team Championships? Why are these things happening? Why the fuck did AJ Styles and Omos beat the New Day? If anything, Lashley and MVP should have beat them.
Right.
If fucking anything. But realistically, New Day should have won that whole fucking thing, beating Lashley and MVP, and Kofi should have been the one that picked up the fucking pin over Lashley.
Yep.
That puts him back in that. Puts him back in the talks.
Yep.
Easily maneuverable back up there. But instead, New Day did all the heavy lifting. The New Day carried that entire fucking show. On their back like fucking work, like pack mules, like workhorses. They carried that fucking show. And then they just fucking shit on them. For AJ Styles and Omos to get the fucking win. Why?
They just got done
So-
losing.
So we could see the Omos and Lashley test of strength? Was that why? Yeah. And they just got done losing. Why the fuck are they even there? Bro. You don't talk about garbage? Hot garbage. This is a fucking land. This ain't even a dumpster fire. This is a landfill inferno. This is a trash island with a blaze so bright you can see it from fucking space.
You know, at this point, the only thing decent going on for WWE is SmackDown.
Yeah.
I'm afraid for
Well, man,
NXT, what's to
I
come
don't.
to
I don't
that.
know, dude. We say that, but the last episode of NXT was good. We feel like we shouldn't fucking care because we know too much, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if it's not going to change that much? What if just the look of it's going to change? What if the matches stay the same? Right? I don't know. I don't want to read too much into it. Like, I don't want to give up hope just yet because that last episode was good.
Look, if every damn episode starts with some sort of in-ring promo bullshit, I'm out. That's what
That one?
NXT. What?
The last episode of NXT?
No, it didn't. That's what I'm saying. With the new, whatever happens in the new, with the new production and everything, if it turns
Yeah.
into that.
And then SmackDown, we started out with a match, right?
Yes.
See, so
But Raw, yet again, we started out.
bruh, I don't even know how to explain it anymore. That, like, I keep trying to make sense of the decisions that they're making, and it gives me a headache because there is no sense to it. It's like, what's the long game? And not in the storylines, with your fucking company. It's the fucking long game. Like, what is the fucking eventual payoff that you're going for here? Because you're just shitting on us. The people that have loved your fucking product for decades now. You're just shitting on us. You opened the door a long time ago and allowed us to see behind the fucking curtain. Is what the WWE did with, like, the Bret Hart Montreal Screwjob and shit like that. They allowed us to learn too much about the fucking product.
Yep.
And now here we are, emotionally invested in a company and how a company is ran. Not just the wrestlers, but the company as a fucking whole. Where we're not just concerned about a storyline. We're worried about whether these motherfuckers are going to be in business next week. Right? Because look at fucking NXT UK. That motherfucker's gone now. Gone. They dissolved that shit. And everybody else is like, no, that didn't happen. Well,
What do you think's going to happen to NXT does what it's about to do and fails?
yeah, and see, and that's really what I'm afraid of, is that they're going to try this new shit with the NXT or whatever, and fans are going to regurgitate it. And people aren't going to get behind it at all, is what I'm afraid of. I hope. Bro, I always hope wrestling is good. I hope all wrestling is good. I want all wrestling to do good. I want good wrestling. I want to watch good wrestling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I have tried to not like be on a side, because like you get on like Twitter and shit, and people are heavily divided, AEW or WWE, and I've never really been like that, because me personally, I'm more of a fan of New Japan and GCW and shit like that, right? Independent wrestling, stuff like that. It's more my kind of shit. So I don't really. But dude, like after watching the last few months of AEW and GCW since their homecoming show, bruh, and like look at all the cards that are happening. Look at the shit that Minoru Suzuki's about to do over here. Look at all of everything else that is happening outside of the WWE, and wrestling is, bro, we're right there at the fucking precipice where the next slightest nudge, dude, is going to put it over the top. And, dude, it's just like WWE is just shit all over us. Consistently. Continually. Like, how can every episode get fucking worse of your premiere show? That's words out of their fucking mouth. Raw's the premiere show.
Yeah.
Well, SmackDown's got some shit to say about that.
Yeah. It's the only thing that I think they got good going on is half the stuff on SmackDown.
Yeah.
RK Bro and SmackDown.
Yeah, that's it. Really. They have fucking killed the Raw women's division. They've killed the Raw, and really, they've killed the fucking tag team title division.
I almost feel like tonight was an attempt just to make something out of their tag team division. They saw last night what tag team wrestling should be about and how much everybody got behind it, and they're like, holy crap, our tag team division isn't shit, we need to spice it up.
Well, it's still not shit.
No, absolutely, they failed.
And somehow this made their tag team division look just infinitely worse. Emphatically worse. This was not good. This is not a good episode. I don't feel good about it. My tummy hurts. I'm just fucking upset about this whole goddamn thing, dude. It's just, man. And we got all this shit about to pop off on SmackDown, too. Like, SmackDown's about to have a banger of a show.
Yeah, Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, luckily the rest of the week for wrestling looks great.
I know. Thank God.
We just have to sit through Mondays.
It's all right. I'm going to go watch Effie's Big Gay Brunch after this and feel better about life.
I'm about to watch Dark Elevation, so.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate all y'all being here. If y'all stuck around this long, make sure you hit that share button and the like and do the subs and or the subscriptions, and leave a comment below of that you love Raw. Try to prove us wrong. I dare you. Appreciate you. Love you. For Fat Man Needles, we out.
Shit like Big Van Vader but black. Fuck around and put motherfuckers' heads in the bag like I was slack. Cause these stupid motherfuckers really don't get the message. This the best little wrestling podcast in Texas. Motherfuckers.
Check them off like a wish list.